File name EP01 underscore Bachman underscore key underscore law dot txt. Content Mother Lori's memories on a cold night dot dot dot. Full episode description here. It was a cold December night. The cool winds were blowing outside. The dry woods were burning in the raw yard, and the faint light that rose from them lit up the whole house. In that same environment, a tiny being came into the world, me. My mother picked me up on her lap, smiled on her lips, but there was exhaustion in her eyes as well as a glimmer of love. As soon as she put her hands on my head, I felt at ease. Everyone in my house was awake that night. My grandmother was praying. My father was sitting in a corner, thanking me over and over again. That moment was the first introduction to my life, a family, a loving circle into which I was born. Mother heard a lullaby that night. Their voice was soft, but there was a strange magic in it. That lullaby went from my ears to my heart. It felt as if this lullaby was the beginning of my coming journey. I couldn't understand anything, but the comfort that was in my mother's voice was soaked in my soul. This was the moment that gave birth to my first childhood memory, Mother's Lori. This story isn't just about me. It's about every human being who takes the first breath of the world in the shadow of Mother's touch. Prayer and Lori, perhaps that's why even today, when I remember the difficult days of my life, I remember that first day, that cold night, and Mother's Lori as the brightest memory. File name EP02 underscore school underscore in underscore din dot txt. Content the first day of school, new friends, and the first class dot dot dot. Full episode description here. The second big day of my life was when I went to school for the first time. That morning was very special. Mother brought me a new uniform, a white shirt, blue pants, and shiny shoes. The shoes were probably new, so they looked a little harsh, but they smelled strangely pleasant. I had two books, a copy and a pencil in my hand. When I reached the school gate, my heart was beating rapidly. There were several children playing inside the gate. Some were crying, some were laughing, and some were holding their parents' hands in dread. I was scared, too. Mother grabbed my hand and went inside. As soon as I entered the first class, a new world appeared. Large blackboards, wooden benches, and a smiling confessor. He said to me, "This is your first day. But remember, from here you will find the light of knowledge." The first day was a mystery to me, new friends, new places, and new surroundings. But that same day, I learned for the first time that every new journey in life seems a little difficult. But gradually it becomes our habit and memory. Today, when I look back, it was the first day that gave me the courage to move forward. The first day of school was the gateway to my educational journey, and the memories of that day will always live in my heart.